With our $500 million, this is how we plan to improve the health sector of Ghana. Ghana is located in Western Africa and has a population of 25 million people. Generally speaking, it is marginally smaller than the state of Oregon, with its capital in Accra. The main language is English, but over 250 other tribal languages are also spoken. The most important sector for Ghana is agriculture, which employs over half of its population and is the largest producer of cocoa beans in the world. Cocoa's net earnings are nearly $1 billion annually in the global market for chocolate. Ghana is also the second largest producer of mineral resources in the world, which includes yellow gold, black gold, and diamonds. Although Ghana has one of the fastest growing economies in the world, the poverty level is considerably high, with almost 25% of its population below the poverty line. This is just one of the major problems Ghana faces today. In fact, our team has chosen to look at some of the most crucial aspects of human development that affect health in the country's steadily growing population. We look to improve their overall lifestyle through education for women of childbearing age, a tax credit program for licensed Ghanaian physicians and other trained workers, and an increase to the country's access to medical supplies, hospitals, and clean water.
Compared to men, women have no access to property, training, employment, credit, and particularly healthcare. With inappropriate family planning, many unwanted pregnancies within lower-class societies are delivered in unsanitary conditions. This can lead to many birth defects, cause harm to the mother, or worse, lead to the death of the baby. Healthcare in Ghana only makes up 5.9% of their GDP. This covers the preventative health services, family planning activities, nutrition activities, and emergency aid designated to promoting the health of Ghana's people. Our goal is to increase this percentage by providing Ghana with the health care they need in order to lower preventable mortality rates in the country. So the first component to solving this problem, and perhaps the most obvious solution, would be to build more health-conscious resources such as hospitals and drugs in both rural and urban areas, while placing a major focus on mobile clinics in rural areas. Building mobile clinics will be one large step towards widespread health care across Ghana. Mobile clinics can reach many rural areas that are isolated from urban medical centers and can allow for the spread of modern medicine across many cultures. Through our funding, physicians will have the supplies to distribute more drugs to prevent under 5 mortality rates and the clean water to maintain an overall healthier population.
Another component we can work on would be incentivizing licensed physicians and trained specialists through a tax credit program if they stay in Ghana to practice medicine and help its people. This way, Ghana can keep its doctors, lawyers, and engineers within its borders, using incentives from its government without physically taking away from other necessary programs. It can show the community that projects like this can be both feasible and profitable, and perhaps lead to more ideas like it. They can also be an efficient use of taxpayer money and a reassuring investment that has a direct benefit to everyone in the community. They can attract the growth of necessary practices, hospitals, and offices to a much-needed area. This in turn will incentivize people within the community to aspire to become future doctors, lawyers, and employees in these well-established fields. Workforce development through education and training will become a vital component to the children that are saved from the workers who choose to stay and help those in need.
Increased education about pregnancy and access to contraception lower the level of high-risk births. Family planning programs also educate women about infant health and support practices like breastfeeding that improve the infant's immune system, increasing their likelihood for survival. Family planning also encourages waiting to have children and smaller family sizes. When women wait to have children, they can spend more time getting an education, which leads to better opportunities for jobs. That, with combination of family sizes, allows the mother to invest more into their children, which increases their educational attainment, health, and life expectancy. As you can see, family planning programs create a healthier future population and generates a positive feedback loop for future generations.
Ranging from small-time private sector organizations to large-scale United Nations organizations, people are banding together to help bring down the infant mortality rates throughout Ghana. To truly make an impact in the infant mortality rate, we would need the help of organizations who can work with us to provide relief to infants and their mothers. We plan on supporting the already in place organizations that are providing the means for Ghana to improve its infrastructure and civilian life. If we were able to band together with organizations that are already in place, we would have the potential to change a lot of lives. The money could be shared with large-scale organizations such as UNITAID, which raises funds to provide health services to developing countries. In the case of Ghana, they raise money to help fight the ongoing malaria problem facing pregnant women and children under 5. Even with the aid of global organizations, malaria is still the biggest cause of mortality in Ghana. If a more direct action is desired, the money could be put towards groups that travel to Ghana in person to try to make a difference on the ground. Organizations such as the Newmont Gold Company are working on improving aspects of life for the citizens of Ghana. It is initiatives like this that our donations could be bettering the lives of Ghanaians.
We would be asking for money from the International Development Association, a segment of the World Bank that helps the world's poorest countries. Right now, Ghana is already on the IDA's list of borrowers, which makes it easier to apply for this new loan with an already established connection. As you can see in the pie chart, we would be asking for a total of $500 million, with $150 million for family planning programs, $100 million in the tax exemption program, and the remaining $250 million in medical resources and clean water wells. This should be a sufficient start to a new wave of lifestyle enhancements that will create a new kind of life for the people of Ghana.